Today I would like to tell you something about Barolo Vintage 2015. A great vintage which has the beauty of being rather precocious. I'm already beginning to drink it and to enjoy it. The specific softness of Barolo Vintage 2015 is the result of the climatic condition of the vintage. In the winter, we had plenty of snow between January and early March. Then in spring, we had enough rain. And then the summer was extremely hot. July was particularly hot and it reached 40 degrees Celsius. But this did not lead to a drought, thanks to the water reservoir that had accumulated over the winter and the spring. And then finally, the grape harvest was early, about 10 days earlier than average. Yet the grapes were fully ripe in terms of sugar content, but at the same time, they had already lost some of their acidity. So at the end, we had really nice, healthy, ripe grapes with less acidity than average. The most important work that the producers had to do was to protect the grapes from the excessive summer heat. So do not remove too many leaves and do not expose them to the full sunshine, but also do some thinning out. At the end, the crop was not huge, was just normal, I would say, so a minimum thinning out was necessary. 6 years later, I'm beginning to drink 2015, and I have tasted many that are really exciting. Today I've chosen out of my production the Barolo Bricco San Pietro from Monforte d'Alba, and I would like to taste it with you. Well, we have it in the glass. From its tight legs, we infer that it has plenty of alcohol, a big structure for sure, and quite a good concentration of color, slightly deeper garnet than usual. Still has the orangey hue that we normally have in classic Barolo. Interestingly enough, many Barolos show fruit hints followed by more earthy elements, and here seems to be the opposite. So I pick up the earthy elements at first. In particular, there's dried herbs, aromatic herbs, but also tea leaf, tobacco leaf, and dried mushrooms. And then from behind, something fruitier seems to appear, in particular orange peel. In any case, there's quite an interesting complexity which is just beginning to show. Big texture. It's ample, it opens up fully, really expresses much volume. Very warm, very warm. There's plenty of alcohol, juicy extraction, plenty of fruit here. Yes, definitely red fruit, cherries and raspberries, concentrated, macerated and concentrated. It is quite juicy, long. The tannin is firm, but not too rough. Medium firmness, I would say, but it really follows. It follows with the structure of the wine, and it opens up towards the end. And then it has a nice clean finish. Slightly dry, but not too austere. That's probably the feature of this vintage, which is not too austere. This is why I thought you could drink it earlier. Well, my premise at the beginning was that 2015 was a soft and precocious Barolo, earlier drinking Barolo, but I may have conveyed the wrong impression by saying that. What I meant is not that it is a lighter Barolo or something that lacks the potential to age. This is absolutely not what I think. And as I taste it again and again, I realize that my conclusion is a bit in contradiction with my premise. 2015 is a huge Barolo. It's got plenty of power, of structure, of tannin, but it has a particular softness, a particular elegance given the full structure that it's not easy to find in other vintages, in particular vintages that followed, like 2016, which is much tighter and more vertical. So 15 is round, is soft, is really a little plump, it's juicy, it's seductive, it's absolutely fantastic. It's a Barolo that I love. You can drink it earlier, but it doesn't mean that it will not age. It will definitely age. It has all the features, it has the force, it has the energy, just slightly less acidity, but not so little that it cannot age any longer. So I would say we're just beginning to enjoy it.